So what are the problems that we have when we think about designing a room? And these are it. Focusing, echoes, shadows, resonances, and external noises. So what is sound focusing? So in rooms with arches, for example, you know, like those fancy old arches and stuff, there could be a sound focusing aspect. Actually, technically, this one, one of the reasons why there's an echo here that's longer is because sound is also being focused at this point. Because I'm sort of in the middle of this room, all of my first reflections are coming back to me, and they're adding to when I speak, they keep adding to them. And so that's one of the problems in designing a room that sort of has the, you look back at the wall at the back. What do you observe about it? It's curved, right? And that curving is part of the problem. If this was a flat back, this would not be a problem. Well, at least not that much of a problem. Does that make sense? The same thing if you make like domes in your room, same kind of effect happens. So be very careful when you're constructing your home theater to not leave any curved spaces lying around. They've tried to eliminate this problem by adding, do you see those decorative things that are at the back? Go feel them. What do you see? It's foam. Why are they that way? That's exactly why. So they're not decorative at all. They actually have a purpose. They are intentionally there to absorb the sound so they're not reflected back, adding to the reverberations of this room. Isn't that fascinating? And so they're just disguised as decorative. So like if they take those away and you ever come back in here, it sounds weird. It sounds really, really, really weird. Not the best of constructions in this room, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, and that also has the fact with the echoes, right? You don't want echoes. And so we have put these panels and those panels at the back to alleviate those problems. We also don't want to have any shadows, and shadows are created by things like columns, like in the old Greek amphitheaters and stuff. Do you see those columns? And what happens is when you put a lot of columns, or most people want to do home theaters in their basements. Yes, but basements always have the pillars in the middle. And so the sound diffracts around those pillars. And when you have a sound that diffracts around it, it doesn't sound right. So any music that you will play will not sound right. So the best thing for that is to soundproof them. So even the like onto the sides, just like a little bit of thermopore around them will fix that problem. Make sure you don't have any shiny surfaces that cover your pillars. You also don't want extra resonances. You don't want too many walls. Actually, recording studios, how many of you worked with recording studios? Notice the walls. Are they always straight? What do they look like? Why? Think about what we've learned. It's avoiding resonances. So not all sounds will resonate. But remember that seashell example that we did? The particular sound, if you have that in your music, it will be resonating higher and higher. So those kinds of wall or those kinds of walls will reduce the number of frequencies that could resonate in them. That is exactly why recording studios are made like that. Diffraction, reflection, and resonance, all concepts that we've done go into being able to construct music recording studios. Same thing here, right? Why is this constructed this way? The same exact reason. Also, yeah, this helps with the projection sound. The sound travels this way. So yes, it has a dual purpose. And then external noises, right? That's the last one. You don't want traffic noises. You don't want extra noises. And so, yes, we cannot make New York City stop moving, but we can soundproof our walls.